Hey everyone, so this video is all about maintenance, particularly for cyclists and their lower back core. And we're going to focus on some elements of mobility and stability, and also just kind of have some fun moving on our mats. So it's a great video to bring into your workout routine anytime. You can do this every day as kind of preventative and proactive, or just a great routine to keep your spine healthy and mobile. So come on down to your mat. We're just going to start in child's pose. And just take a few breaths to center in here. So deep inhales through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And then I'd just like you to slowly arch your back as you roll into table pose. And a little bit of a cow pose here. So we sink the belly and look up. And then as you exhale, go ahead and round the back again, sink the hips to the heels. So we're just going to continue this movement into table pose. Open the spine, look up. And as you breathe out, go ahead and sink back down towards the heels. Let's do that 2 more times, just on your own breath. It can be as fast or as slow as it feels good for your body in this moment. Nice, and then make your way back into table pose. So do your best to stack your knees under the hips, the palms under the shoulders. We'll take a big breath in, reach your right arm to the sky. And then as you breathe out, thread the right hand through the left shoulder and lower all the way down to the mat. Hang out for a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Breathe in, reach your right arm back up to the sky. And release back down to the mat. Other side. Breathe in, left arm extends. Breathe out. Thread it through the right shoulder, release down to the earth. Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Breathe in, left arm reaches up. And return to your table pose. Good, so we're going to work some stability here. Do your best to keep the hips neutral. So we're not looking to tip one hip down, which is our natural tendency. We're going to begin by extending the left leg towards the back of the room. You can take your right hand to your sacrum, your lower back. It's a nice flat bone just above the glutes. And you can use that kind of to self-guide you to where we're not overpowering the left hip or softening too much and letting that left hip drop. Keep it level. Go ahead and keep that stability through the left leg and reach the right arm forward. Stay with that for 3, for 2. And as you breathe out, bring your right elbow to your left knee. Good, then breathe in and extend. You can look over the right fingers. As you breathe out, elbow to knee. Extend, breathe in. Exhale to center 1 more time. Breathe in. And lower it down. Good, same thing, right leg extends back. That little self-adjustment, left hand can move to the sacrum. And once you've found stability, go ahead and find extension through the left fingers. Notice if you are just letting the ribs collapse here, do your best to flatten out your spine, so a little bit of core engagement. And then left elbow to right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale to center. Breathe in. Exhale to center. Good, last time, deep breath in. Let right knee and left hand come back to center, sink back to your child's pose. As you do, crawl the fingers out a little farther. And then roll through the spine, tuck in your toes, and find your way to downward facing dog. So here in our first downward dog, we're going to keep the knees really bent so that we're just looking to lengthen your spine as opposed to cranking through the hamstrings and lowering the heels. So length through the spine. Take another breath. And then walk your feet to the center of your mat. Come on down to a seat. Good. So working into the hips a little bit here. A couple different options you can do. You can support with the hands and just start to sway the knees side to side. Maybe the knees don't touch, that's perfectly okay. The next option is to come into a 90-90 posture. So both knees bent at 90 degrees. You can stabilize if you want, or take the hands out in front and rotate side to side. So the goal here is to keep the hips stable and keep the spine tall. So whatever variation of this you are choosing, let that be kind of the main focus. So tall spine, not collapsing through the lower back. Let's give that 2 more. Good. Come back into center. And then find your way to Navasana, boat pose. So you'll see a theme through this whole sequence, and that theme is thoracic extension. Not hyperextension, but this upper area of your vertebrae you're looking to extend and then stabilize the core enough so that you don't put that lower back into hyperextension. Find somewhere neutral, right in the middle. You can balance. Maybe take the hands out. And let your spine be the guide here. If you want to extend your legs, if you feel that round, go ahead and lower and support. Find something that feels challenging, right? We're looking to create some stimulus for adaptation, but also work towards stabilizing the spine, right? Your core, including what's happening here on the back, the adductors, the flexors, the quads, and the obvious front side of your core is the foundation for better climbing, bike handling, descending, and just general comfort. Let's give it another breath. And with your breath out, go ahead and grab your knees, lower slowly to the mat, hug the knees to your chest. Good. Release the feet down to the earth. If you're like me and you've kind of scooted off your mat, find your way to the center. And then I want you to reach down and see if you can touch the edges of your heels with your fingertips. From there, moving to bridge pose. Elevate the hips just until this point to where you feel maybe an opening through the front side of the body. But if you really overpower, you find your way into extension through the spine. So back off just a little bit. Maybe engage the core even to help self-correct, find that stability. And breathe into this space. Good, then release the hips down. And come up again. This time I want you to feel like you're starting to pull the heels in towards the midline of your body. See if you can bring the hamstrings into the effort. Good, check in what's happening through the lower back. Good sensation, positive sensation of stability, or are you straining a little too much and we need to back off? Give it one more breath. Pull the heels in. Nice, and then lower down. Let's do that one more time, but with the breath, take an inhale here. Exhale, we're going to lift. And then lower down. Lift. Inhale, lowers. Exhale, lifts. It's a real subtle movement, but it should require enough focus and attention to keep your mind occupied as you're being mindful of stabilizing the core, activating the hamstrings and the glutes, and continuing to move with your breath. Good. One more. Great work. Nice. As you lower the hips down, toe heel your feet to the sides of your mat. Knees are going to stay bent. All you're doing is letting the knees sway side to side. Good. If you find tension somewhere along this movement, just pause and hang out with it. And let this be your opportunity to unwind and release what you're holding in this part of the body. Good. Come back up to center. Toe heel the feet back in towards the midline. And you're just going to place, no, we're going to do something a little different. All right, so go ahead and come back into your bridge pose. Think about stability. So get really strong through the left foot. Good, lighten up through the right foot. Feel your left glute, your hamstring, maybe some of the calf. Engage. Good, take that strength and just press your right heel up to the sky. And then place right ankle on top of left knee. Good, go ahead and lower the hips down. And we're gonna slowly draw left knee in towards the midline. Right foot stays flexed here. It's gonna help protect the knee joint. And then thread the hands through. Maybe you're just finding the hamstring today of your left leg. Maybe the shin or the knee. So long as we're not just rounding up here and trying to get into any certain way you think the pose should look, right? Let those shoulders stay nice and relaxed and grounded onto the earth. And just hang out. Right, each breath is an opportunity just to sink a little deeper into sensation. And we're not going to stay here too long. We're looking to just release some adhesions, not to create excess length. Good, go ahead and lower right foot down. We're going to come out the same way we went in. So strong through the left foot, press up through the hips. Maybe start to release the right knee down towards the earth. And then right foot extends up towards the sky. Good. Right foot releases down. And find that stability for a few breaths, right? We're going to lighten up through the left foot. Feel the left foot stabilize and engage. Good. And without lowering that left hip towards the earth, go ahead and reach left heel to the sky. Stay strong through the right leg. And then left heel on top of the right knee or thigh. Good, lower the hips down. Good, this side of the body is going to feel a little different. That's okay. Work with what you have today, the range of motion that feels supportive, sensations that feel engaging, maybe releasing. And we're here for about 3 more breaths. So just bring all of your attention into what's happening. All of your attention right here, right now, in the breath, into how this part of the body feels. Let's give it one more deep breath in. And exhale it out. Good. And release the right foot down. Get strong through that leg. Power up through the hips. Press the left knee down. Good. Extend right leg towards the sky. And you can release it down towards the earth. Nice. Soften the hips back to the mat. Sway the knees a little side to side. Good. And then come back to center. You're going to hug the knees to the chest as you slowly rock and roll front to back. Find your way to boat pose. Nicely done. Come back into thoracic extension, right? Find your version of what feels supportive and engaging for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Go ahead and roll forward. You can hop, walk, or step your way back to plank pose. And we're going to take a little progression from our table. So go ahead and find stability through your palms under the shoulders. Lift your left leg up. Maybe come onto the right fingers. Maybe extend the right arm forward for 3, 2, and 1. Release the right hand down and roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. You can keep that left leg floating, or maybe step it here for a little extra support. What we're looking to do is extend the thoracic spine, get nice and strong through the hips, and imagine your body squeezed between two pieces of glass here. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Come back into your plank pose. Right away. Lift the right leg up. Maybe come onto the left fingers. Or extend for 3, 2, and 1. Left hand down. Find the outer edge of your left foot. Maybe step it forward for support. Good. Find that big extension. And then find your way to side plank. For 3, 2, and 1. Come back into your plank pose. Nicely done. Hug the left knee to the chest. Step back. Hug the right knee to the chest. Step back. And lower your body slowly to the mat for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the tops of your feet. And all you're going to do here is lift with the back of your neck. Don't worry about what your chin's doing. Your chin doesn't increase the lift. Back of the neck. Zipper the feet together. And then extend the fingertips back towards your heels. Good. Stay with your breath. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and press your way back to child's pose. And just let everything kind of melt down to the earth here. Good. Roll your way through the spine. Come back into your table pose, and we're just stepping left foot outside left palm. Good. Your back knee can stay down. For a little more extension, go ahead and float it up. You can stay static here or synchronize that with your breath, with the inhale releasing the knee, the exhale lifting. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Good. You can step to switch, or you can hop to switch and find a pose here where you can just sustain for a few breaths. Good. And then we'll move. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Lift your left knee. Good. Extend and engage all the way to the glute. Lower and lift. Nice. 2 more. Last one. Great work. Step back to plank pose. From here, just lift the hips up and back. And a little more active version of your downward facing dog here. Once again, length through the spine. Press down through your thumb, your index, and your middle finger. Lighten up through the base of your wrists. Feel the shoulders turn on. And then slowly walk the feet all the way up to the hands. Good. Keep a little micro bend of your knees here as you just basket the arms and grab opposite elbows. Good, feel some of that tension melt out through the shoulders, the neck, the forehead. And slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Good, take a big breath in, reach your hands to the sky. And you can bring the hands through the heart space. Lower them maybe down to your sides. And that's where we're at today. So namaste. Thanks for joining me for a brief session this morning. I hope this helps support your cycling, your yoga practice, your breath. And we'll catch you next time, all right?